Hey.
Welcome back to a continuation of the video on how to use the Architect mod in I'm making more of a map. I decided to replay what I had so far. Did catch one bug that, but I noticed that the Moss Mother, sometimes when it's it kept, like, there's the enemy barriers around the sand carvers in the arena.
Oh,
So she got trapped. She got stuck going forward forever, which gave me plenty of time to heal. But once she got stunned, she stopped. Yeah, I'm just practicing my pogoing. Now, I really don't remember all too much of what we've done here. Remember that. Alright, I remember that. The Abyss platform. Oh right, yeah, we did our little Flappy Bird game. And then we added the secrets going over to, I'm sorry, I'm so bad at... Oh, man. What button do I press for that? Oh my gosh. That's the deal. It's S. So that's gonna be stupid. I'm gonna press S whenever I get to there. I'm sorry if I'm the world's worst Flappy Bird player. I officially am the world's worst Flappy Bird player. Yeah, I'm plugging a controller. I'm sorry I suck so much at computer controls in this game, guys. I'm sorry I suck. And that's just funny how bad I am. Well, that is just comedy. Alright, if you could hear me angry, I think that was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me in Silksong ever. I'm so bad at this. If you could hear me, I'm sorry for how bad I am. What? I'm so bad right now. You have no idea. What? That's it. If I can get to there, I'm fine. If you can hear me, I'm so sorry of how bad I am. I am literally the world's worst Flappy Hornet player. Like, what am I even supposed to do there? I don't even remember how I did it. What? I am literally the world's worst Flappy Hornet player. Oh, man, that is so hard. I'm going to put that right there, so that it's slightly easier, if not more. Then you can get that shortcut, which I will definitely always use in the future. And I just get unlimited of these. Enough that I can get sus yellow. Oh yeah, I should probably equip both of them. And I officially hate my own Silksong levels. I'm so sorry that took so long. I don't know if you could hear me all those as I was talking to myself, being like, okay, I hate this. But anyways, we are going to continue making. So I don't think that we had anything over here. Perhaps a block. So no, we don't. And then going up through this room? Nothing, yeah. Do we even have something up here? No, not. And now this is a guide to how to make a lot of cool stuff with the Architect mod, because it's literally like the best mod anyone has ever made for a video game. So if whoever made the mod, if you're watching this, thank you for making like my favorite mod ever. But this is where, well, at some point, you can be the most creative person in the world, but there's a block that you are always going to have when using this mod. Or should I say, if that was a few months ago, you would run out of rooms, because a few months ago were only as many rooms as there were, you know, as there are in the base game. Although there are a few extra that you'd have to look up the IDs of, that you can find using mods or cheats that you can't access in the base game that could be useful. You're gonna hit a dead end. Until now. The workshop. You know, we've got all our items. Moss Mother Momentos. And, you know, you probably noticed that I also had these. See, and all these. So, we are going to make our own area. So, we are going to go to our workshop. We're going to create a scene group. We are going to call our area's name. Let's call it the, you know what? Let's do, Dark. It's just gonna be called Dark Forest. Then, we're gonna have it be a Minecraft themed area. So let's get a Forest Minecraft biome. Then we go to images, and then we find a nice image. And we're going to choose this image. Then I'm gonna copy the image address, go back to Silksong, Control V, save. See if it works, and if it doesn't, then we are going to find another one. This one might also work. So let's see. Save, and we've got our perfect one.com. Or our perfect one. Anyways, so then we need this. We're going to keep this for later. Then we're gonna go back to our workshop, and we're gonna call our area Dark. We're just gonna name it Dark. And this is just our area's name. So, we are also going to remove our void overlay so that regardless where you are. So, our map, we're not going to have it have a map. So then, title, offset, X, and Y, I don't know for sure what this does, but I'm going to have it so enter right. So, I don't enter right, we're going to have it lead to Bone Grave here, and then also, again, now, you Steel Soul players may know about this boss called the Summoned Savior. So, he just looks like a bunch of goop, but here's what he looks like regularly. He's a Steel Soul only boss. You can't fight him regularly. And he is to the left of Bone Grave, over here. Bone Grave is the area over here. This is Bone Grave. You find the Summoned Savior past this wall. Now, we're going to make this guy inaccessible. So sorry, Steel Soul players, we aren't going to add any Steel Soul exclusive content. So, what we're going to do is we want to add, well, for one, we got to decide what platform type we're going to use. And I think we're going to use the Shellwood platforms. Is there a third one? There is not a third Shellwood, so we're going to be stuck with these two. No matter, because all we do is, so we set the game tight. There are a bunch, but we're going to set it to right. Then we're going to set this door ID to 8. We're going to set our target door ID to 1. Now, what scene are we going to do? So we're going to go back to our workshop, and now we have our scene group. Did it just not continue? So it appears as if our area did not appear so. Oh well, we're just going to make it again. Just got to make it again by copy image address, tab, Control V, save. We got this. It's gonna have to be so here we can see that we're going to set our hazmap to true. Object with this ID. Deforest. So we're gonna call it the dark forest. Apply, save. So, and then with this, we're gonna go to our workshop, close, and then it should appear here. Okay, I'm sorry it's not appearing. So we are now going to set our group ID to dark. We're just gonna call it dark because that's what it was before. Then we're gonna call it dark 01. And then we're just going to set its width to, let's go, 750. Its width to 750. I'm sorry, I'm not great with the mouse. So, let's just go save. And then we should have our scene. Sorry, it's not working. So we're just going to go to dark 01. Then we're just going to set its scale to 2. And since it's a right door type, we're going to put it right here. Then when you enter here, it bugs you through. Now, I hate it when that happens, but that's because it was on right. We gotta set it to left. So we are actually just gonna save and quit. We're just gonna, we're gonna warp. Abracadabra. Sorry. Abracadabra. We are now here. You bone bottom. Oh yeah, I forgot to get rid of Summon Savior here. So yeah, let's get rid of him. I forgot to erase him. Bye bye. So I'm sorry that he was still there. So we are going to speed run into Bone Grateful Way, and we are going to add just a few Showwood platforms so that the player can scale up a little. This is a really annoying jump to make here, so I'm going to make it a little bit more forgiving. I think I can do this with computer control. I'm sorry, I can't do anything but Minecraft with computer control. I am so bad at this. So I am going to set its rotation to 120. And I am going to just set it to here. I'm going to set it to, 0. So let's just set the platform here, and here, and here, and here, and here, even though it's not needed. So now I'm gonna have to do this nonsense. I'm actually doing pretty good. The player is now in Bone Grave, where they're annoying enemies left and right. We'll break this, and then the door will open, so they don't have to do that again. Well, for at least I don't have to do that again. Then we're gonna have our eraser at the ready, and we're just gonna be holding it down right over here. That way, that just goes bye-bye. Now we're gonna place it again, and then this happens. Then it teleports us to this room. Where? Well, it's blank. So we're gonna set its scale to 1. We're gonna set it to right. And then we're gonna just go all the way to the right border of this room. I'm holding the dash button and right. Then we're just gonna go, and we're going to make it go to Bone Grave. And then target door ID, we're gonna set its target to 8 and this to 1. So then we're gonna take our long shell wood platform and we're gonna set it to here, our shorter one. This way, we have a simple thing that goes between here and here, easily. So that's basically just everything you need to know on, like, you know, just room transitions in general. That's basically like everything everything there is, basically. That's all there is to it. It's a lot simpler than it appears. Now, like I said earlier, we need this. Oh wait, that's a modded forest, I forgot. Then I'm gonna get a copy of it, Jandros. Hope that this works. Then I'm gonna get the PNG. Okay, I'm sorry if I passed it already. Oh, I'm just gonna search because it's just faster in my opinion. Control V. And then look. Whoa, that's a lot bigger on scale 1. Now we just gotta set it to scale to 5. We've got, like, let's go even better. Let's go 15. Here, we gotta go up a little. You're like, oh wait, I can't see. That's the problem. We gotta set the Z offset to 10. Because it's not the max, but it's like the farthest I'm willing to go. And we've got a dark forest biome. So now, we aren't gonna have this in our hand. So we're just gonna set it back there, but in the script editor, we are going to do how did I do this again? Now, I really don't remember how to do this, but so I don't remember how to do this, but constant text. So it's just, we're gonna have our text be, I think this is how you do it. Good. So that is not how you do it. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't remember how to do this. Sorry, I'm really bad at this. Title display. On start. Header is gonna be dark. Then on start, we're gonna display it. That's how you do it. Yeah, I think. So, and the body is the, and then the footer. Oh, then we're just gonna set it to apply. So then we're gonna, and we're just gonna, the dark forest. And as you can tell, we now have our own little Minecraft area. So, but song display. Now, there's a way to add a quest board. Now, we're not going to add that here, but later definitely. I like how and it's every time, like the first time. And then you go into here and you come back. Still big. The dark forest. So, we gotta create a Minecraft area. But, of course, this will happen a few times. Now, before I do this, as a safety measure, I'm gonna put this hazard respawn point. Stand where it is for a sec. And I'm gonna drop off. This'll happen. So, there's gotta be a hazard down there. So, let's go to hazards and see what we can get. Something that would look natural here. And I am thinking that we should not do any of these, but instead we should do... I'm thinking shellwood thorns. That's what I'm thinking. I forgot about that. And we're just gonna have this going this way forever so that there's no chance that the player will ever be able to go this way. Then I'm just gonna speed run this way again. Then the place just looks all overgrown and everything, and I think that gives a really cool aesthetic. We'll just go to there for now. Then look, they're just a bunch of thorns, and if you get hit, you come back. It's a pretty simple thing we've built, but it works. So, then we've got these platforms. Every time you land on them, it sets your spawn point, so that if you get hit, you come right back. Now, what I want to figure out how to do is, how the heck do I get music? So, a shop, broadcast. So, I'm just looking at all this because I don't know, and I'm figuring this out with you. So, it doesn't appear as if there's anything here. And this is just, multiplayer receive. This could be useful, but not for this. So, this is a bunch of stuff that you could find. Then you could custom PNG. That's just, the thing that we placed earlier. And that's a sus thing I'm gonna add just as a joke. That you start there. Well, I guess it doesn't spawn you in midair. Now the next thing we want to add is the cocoon spawn point. Spawn your cocoon. Then we're gonna set another spawn point right here. That way, this happens. R.I.P.B. Let's keep going. Then you just keep going. I do hate this run back without dash, but we are going to make our area be very, very different from everywhere else. You can get watercress and air if you want, but it isn't required anyway. Then you're back in the dark forest, and then look, there's my cocoon. But we do want players to actually play it, so we're going to be nice, and we're going to add then it is going to save the respawn. Now this is a really cool thing I want to show. What map do I have? Now we don't have the map for our area yet. Look what we do. We're going to save and quit. And then we're going to start game, and it says that we're in the dark forest. Alright, I'm tired of the ringing in my ears from the steel one, so I'm just gonna change it to classic. Classics. Pretty good. So then, we wake up back in the dark forest. So we are going to continue. Now, there are some things I want to do, but I am going to go to my old friend ChatGPT and ask in the Silksong. Sorry, I'm so bad at spelling. Silksong Architect mod. How do you add music in an area? Then I just web search, and then ChatGPT will share it with us. So ChatGPT is looking it up. It's controlled by using event objects. Enter F5 to open it. Press F5 to open it. Well, that's not how you actually. You want to edit event trigger zone. Put it in my room. So this is the music event type music, and then so we are going to let's do Coral Gorge. Let's go with so a trigger zone causes triggers music. So we're gonna put the trigger zone right here. Then we're gonna get this. But then there's this custom PNG that gets in the way, which is why we get our thorns, we turn it into a pick tool, and we get it back when we still actually have it. So we're going to just replace this with we're gonna get our show with thorns back, and we're gonna bam, it's gone. Then in our script editor, we are gonna get rid of this. We are going to push this stuff aside. Then we're going to go and add our trigger zone. Then we are going to. So ChatGPT said, you get an event. So I would likely ordered events that would not work. So we would get an event. So we'll just go into here until we find an event. So then we may have to go into here. Then we may have to go into here. So we are going to go on Control. Oh, Control F doesn't work on here. So we are going to, and then what is the block where I type an event called? So it looks it up. Event trigger. So then I just look here for event trigger. So that I look here for, that's what I was on before. So then I find event trigger. See, I'm gonna look until I find event trigger, and if that doesn't appear, I go to this one. Then, and if I don't find event trigger, or is it called? Instead, I'm gonna just go and I'm gonna search to an event block. Just event block. So what I'm gonna go for is so I have the trigger zone, but I cannot find where the run event lock is in trigger zone. I mean, script editor, not triggers. Wait a minute. Events in script editor. A relay. So I'm going to run through here until I find a relay. Now, the only reason I'm doing it like this is that you don't have to watch for super long, because otherwise so I can't find it. Event ID music. So, but that won't work, so I'm just gonna do a. I noticed that there was something called mute song somewhere. So, what is the thing where what is the thing where I type the event in called? ChatGPT is saying something different every time. Event broadcaster. Now it sounds like this event broadcaster would sound like it would be there. So we're just going to search event broadcaster on here. Can't find it. What we're going to do is, so here it says ordered events. Now, random event. Nothing's appeared on here, so compare text. Nothing's appearing. Now, I don't know what half the stuff is, so sorry it's taking so long. We'll add the music later, but either way, we'll add back our nice PNG. So it says the Dark Forest. So we've got our map. But our stuff's yellow is a little bit big. But we can handle it. So what we want to do next is we want to go to our workshop and not create map icon. We want to go into here and we're going to create a quest. So our icon URL, we're just gonna Control V. Or no, we won't do this, but instead we will create our next feed. Our group ID is gonna be dark. It's gonna be called dark 02. Save. Then we're going to add and then this goes to dark 02 to left. Then we're going to set our door ID to 2 and our target to 1. We are going to add then it's right here. Let me take this, turn it to a right. Dark 01. Then we add this. Sorry if this episode isn't as interesting as the last one, but it's got significantly more stuff in it, so you go between the rooms. I'm sorry, I got hit there. Now we do gotta add one here and here. Sorry I got hit. I'm sorry I'm terrible at this game. At least with computer controls. Add that in here. And then we're done. But that's gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for watching.